Peace, salute, respect from Nocturnal Thoughts. What's happening, people? I gotta do a reaction video to this final weigh-in and final face-off between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. I gotta do it. I was not expecting for Andy Ruiz to come in at 284. That was a shock. I remember watching an interview where he said, you know, here's the thing. Well, first of all, let me say what he said. He said that he was only going to be coming in with about a 5 to 6 pound differentiation. Is that the right way to say that word? About a 5 to 6 pound difference between what he weighed last time. And what he was trying to do was pretty much substitute muscle for fat. And as we all know, muscle weighs more than fat does. So I thought he was going to come in weighing maybe about 260, 265, but not 284. On the other hand, Anthony Joshua, man, he looks damn near, how can I say this? I think he came in weighing 235, and there was a noticeable transformation in his physique, mostly in the neck and chest area. The last fight, man, his chest was just way too out there, and you can tell it was hard for him to get decent oxygen to the lungs. But losing the muscle in the neck, in the trapezies, the trapezoids, you know, that's where I'm not a professional. I've heard different things. I've heard the less of a muscular neck can lead to a better chin. You know what I'm saying? A better resistance to punching. But at the same time, I've also heard where, you know, you want to build up your neck muscles as much as possible to have a good sturdy chin and have a good durability and resistant to punches. So the jury is out. I don't know. We were going to have to wait and see. Anthony Joshua's chin has always been a little questionable for myself. And it was not a matter of how much muscle he gained around his neck area. And I remember him doing an interview one time where he said he was almost at a point now where he could do basically a pull-up with just using his neck muscles. So imagine doing a pull-up on a pull-up bar, but basically just using your neck, maybe putting your chin on the bar and being able to do a pull-up with just your neck muscles. His neck had gotten to the point where, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure he probably had some kind of sleep apnea, just because when your neck gets so big, it takes away from your oxygen supply, and it messes with the way you sleep. So I've heard two contradicting stories. One, a big muscle-bound neck leads to a weaker chin and a less amount of resistance to punching. And then I've also heard that vice versa, the opposite, that a more muscular neck gives you a better chin. You know, I've seen big muscle-bound brolic, you know what I'm saying, muscle necks get knocked out flat. And on the other hand, I've seen a guy like Mayweather, who's always had a little small regular neck that fit his body, take some heavy punches from the likes of Shane Mosley and Marcos Maidana and never really been dropped down. Zab Judah was the closest. But you look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson always had this cinder block sitting on top of this. I mean, he almost didn't even have a neck. There's pictures of Mike Tyson where he almost didn't even have a neck. It was just straight jaw, traps, and shoulders. So I think it kind of depends on the person. And at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua really didn't catch one on the jaw. He caught one on the top, on that temple area. right above the temple area, and that's what threw off his equilibrium. So anyway, we'll see if his weight loss transformation makes a big difference. I think it is. I think he's going to be lighter on his toes. I think he's going to be trying to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Jab, 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 hold, jab, 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 fade out, back out, and stay slippery and stay slick and not get hit. But Andy Ruiz, it kind of depends on whether or not at almost 300 pounds, at 280 pounds, is Andy Ruiz still going to have the same speed? Is he going to have the same stamina? Is he going to be able to go 12 rounds? Or is he even going to be that much stronger and that much more powerful in his punches to where his weight gain and Anthony Joshua's weight loss is going to work in his favor? I don't know. I don't know whose favor. It's funny because it's like everything flip-flop back. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua was the big dude. Andy Ruiz was a little small dude. And now you got Andy Ruiz clocking almost 300 pounds on the scale. And Anthony Joshua coming in borderline. Aesthetically, he looked decent, cut, ripped, perfect conditioning looking. He looked like he had perfect conditioning. But that doesn't mean that his heart or his chin is matching his outside physique and vice versa. Andy Ruiz being a little bit bigger, being a little fluffier, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean he's going to have more power. I don't know. I like what Freddie Roach said. Freddie Roach said he fights better as a fat boy. And I know when he started to even talk about losing weight, or when rumors started to circulate that he was losing weight and pictures was coming out of him losing weight, a lot of people were saying, oh, wait, hold up, pump the brakes. Don't lose too much weight. Don't worry about getting caught up in losing too much weight. You might lose power. You might lose conditioning. You might lose what makes you you. You fight better as a big boy. You've been a big boy your whole life. Don't get caught up in what you look like on the outside. So when he was losing weight, people were saying, wait, hold up. You don't want to lose too much weight. Now that he's 280 pounds, you got a lot of people saying, man, dude, you 280 pounds, man, you might not, you know what I'm saying, that might not work in your favor. So we don't know if it's strategy or if it's reason for concern. I'm not 100% sure. I can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? I just can wait and see. That's all I got to do is wait and see. That's all we can do. But I'm telling you what, man, that shit is interesting nevertheless. It's funny to see the tables kind of turn. My prediction stands. Andy Ruiz coming in at 284 is a bit concerning for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, I just wasn't expecting it. But I don't know him that. I'm not in his camp. I'm not in his body. I don't know what he's going to be able to do at 280. If he's rock solid and if it's some of his muscle and his conditioning is still par or even better than what it was, then fireworks, dynamite, explosive. If Anthony Joshua is going to be able to bang, bang, bang and get out the way, man, yo, this is very interesting. Got my interest peaked, but we will see. But that's just my reaction on the way in. Like I said, I don't think anybody was expecting for Andy Ruiz to be coming in at 280. He didn't take his shirt off even on the scale. He reminded me of back in the day when you seen a heavyset cat go to the pool and kept his t-shirt on at the pool. You know what I'm saying? He had on a black tank top. Tattoos are starting to get filled out. He looked good to me. You know what I'm saying? He holds his weight very well. And I know people that's 270 pounds that you look at it, you wouldn't know it. And they beast. They not nothing to be played with. Period. Point blank. So, I mean, just interesting. We're going to see whose strategy works out the best. I still have to lean a little bit towards Andy Ruiz. To me, Andy Ruiz is used, at least he's more used to being a heavyset guy. Anthony Joshua, to me, logically, is used to being bigger and stronger for the last couple of years. So him cutting down in weight, to me, is a little bit more of still trying to find your comfort zone and what's going to work best for you. But maybe they hit the nail on the head. Maybe Anthony Joshua is going to be perfect at that weight. And maybe he's going to feel great and perform great. I'm not sure. I can't call it. I can't call it, and I'm not trying to call it. My prediction still stands. So that's my reaction. I appreciate the time, YouTube. Hope you enjoy the fight. Have a good Friday night and enjoy your weekend. And I can't wait to chop it up after this all goes down and the smoke and the dust clears. Nocturnal Thoughts, man. I really, really appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.